Education, which is the primary function of books, is the basis of all development. It is the basic investment in human beings and therefore one of the most essential factors in human progress. Investment in people is the most effective way for a society to develop, since it helps produce conditions essential to successful modernization. The social importance of books is too obvious to be emphasized. In responding to social needs, books are the most penetrating and free means of communication. The primary social functions of a book are to inspire, inform, and entertain. Beyond this, its larger purposes are to ensure freedom and diversity and contribute to social growth and political stability. No advanced society can function and no less developed society can advance without making a major intensive use of books. According to Ibidakpo Ketunji, in an article published in The Guardian, books are an indispensable instrument for the economic growth of a country. This is particularly true of the modern technological society, which makes intensive use of the latest scientific and technical know-how contained in functional books. These books are the major means of providing readily accessible and vital information in the crucial developmental fields of science, engineering, medicine, agriculture, and industry. The educational book needs in Nigeria could be grouped into three. The first comprises educational books, including school books, university books, and books for use in lifelong education. The second is children's books in general, which become apparent in recent years due to the fact that reading habits are acquired at an early stage. The last, which is the widest and the least well-defined, concerns general reading matters for adults. This may mean adults who have reached a high level of education or adults who are newly literate. It can be argued that foreign books are useful for many purposes during an interim period and for some purposes forever. They present a worldview and give an insight into the culture, the thinking and achievement of other countries, and thus broaden the mental horizon of the reader. It must be noted that foreign books do help the indigenous book industry in its efforts to publish its own books. They have a special role in the present technological civilization and rapidly changing world by keeping us in touch with new advances in the fields of science and technology. However, in order to be useful, books must respond to actual needs and interests of the readers. Indigenous book industry is more likely to reflect local ideas, culture, and traditions in the books produced than books produced by foreign book industry. The nearer the books are calibrated to the needs of a specific country, the more effective they become as instruments of development. It is the nation's own thinkers, writers, and artists who can produce books that can enrich its culture, fit it into its own educational system, narrow the gap between its intellectuals and the common man, and ensure a speedy availability of books to its changing needs and environment. This is the objective of TETFUN's Technical Advisory Group, a component of the agency's education support services, comprised of some of Nigeria's finest academics who meet periodically to discuss academic manuscripts and book development. Through indigenous book publications using the academic publishing centers, Nigeria will have an abundance of tailor-made intellectual content to fuel our emergence in the global knowledge economy.